Okay, I guess, am I starting it, Des?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
hosting. That's why I asked you.
okay, hello, girl gang. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know why she wants to know if I'm good. Okay, guys, welcome to our team call on Monday, the 18th of January. For many of you, it's actually your first girl gang call because last week we had a little bit of an epic explosion here at Saint, and so many of you are brand new here. And so if you're new on this call, everybody, let's give them like a big wave, round of applause. So I'm Tracy Donald. I am one of the leadership of this team. I live in Petrolia, Ontario. And yeah, we're super pumped. So tonight is all about all of our, what is it that you guys need to focus on? Like everyone right now, you can just raise your hand or kind of give us a wave if you've been like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start, where to go, what to focus on, because it's like super, super overwhelming. Well, tonight is all about taking that craziness and that overwhelm out of it and simplifying it. So we're actually going to start with Miss Desiree, and we're just going to kind of work through some of the information that you guys need to know and hopefully give you a little bit of a peace of mind that, like, the whole saying, like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? And so that's what we're going to do tonight. So we'll bring it back to Miss Desiree and she'll get started on the list.
Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. And welcome to everybody. I am so excited to have all of you here. I want to put this on a different look. Let me go back. I want to see more faces. I want to change the view up to gallery because I want to see all the new faces. It's so exciting. So welcome. If you've never met me before, my name is Desiree Schmidt-LeBreton. I reside just outside of Spruce Grove, Alberta, and I am one of your Artist 6 leaders here to help you along the way as much and as best as we can. We're here to help you. So welcome. And if you are an existing artist with us, if you're not brand new, you know what? This call is going to be great for you as well, too, just to kind of go through some of the new things that we've been developing and tweaking. And if you haven't kicked off your year yet, you can use this call to help you kick off your year, okay? And so I'm a big believer of, I actually hate the word overwhelmed. I hate the word overwhelmed. When it gets into my tongue, it's like I can't handle it being there because I'm like, it's got to go away, because I just feel like we can decompress everything and decide, okay, where do we start? We start at the beginning and we do one step at a time. If we go through everything and just decide we're here, we're there, and we're plugging into 50 different things, we're overwhelmed. So let's not do that to ourselves. Let's start one little bit at a time. So like I said, welcome to all of you. And one of the things that I know all of the leadership has been doing, and if you have a pen and paper, write this down. If you don't, you can watch the replay afterwards. But one of the things we want to do to help you is just action plan this step by step by step. What do we do first? The first thing you're going to want to do is, number one, if you have not done a phone call with your leader, you want a phone call with your leader, okay? Or the person that sponsored you or brought you into Saint, because that is how we are going to get you organized, okay? So getting on the phone, and then on the phone with them, getting a date booked for your launch class, okay? A date for a launch class is essential, and everybody can, we all kind of have a little bit of a different system where we try to do things very, very similar, but we do, everybody's got a little bit of a different order. So, but I personally am a big believer of doing a launch class because we want to launch you. We want to show you off to your friends and family of why you got into Saint, what you're so excited about. And I suggest getting that class booked, within the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't talked to your leader or the person that sponsored you about getting that in the calendar, you're going to want to do so, because we just brought on, and I don't have the final number because there's some people kind of got signed up in the wrong spot, so they're coming back. We're over 70 new artists on Friday on our team. I'm thinking it's like closer to 75-ish. So you want to get to your leader quick so you can get your date in their calendar, okay? So when we're booking these classes, we're going to ask you, if you haven't yet, to book yourself, set yourself up a Facebook group. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, your leader will help you or Google will help you. It's very simple. You go into groups and you hit create. Okay, so when you're creating this group, this is going to be your beauty hub, whatever you want to call it. It's a beauty bar, it's a beauty hub, it's my VIP group. You just can't use the word saint in it, but you can make it customized to whatever suits for you. So in this beauty group, when you get it going, that is where your leader or whoever's doing your class is going to run the class out of. All right, so it's your main hub. So in doing this, you've got your group created, you've got a class booked on paper with your leader, and then from there we want to go and start to go into your back office. So once you're in your back office, you're going to go in there and create a party link. Okay, the steps are very simple to go in there and create a link, and you can go and create your own class. Why do we create classes? The answer is in your welcome guide, but we create classes because that is how we earn a boatload of free makeup. Okay, so it's your shopping link. So when you host that, when the class is run for you, that's the link everybody hits. You get the commission on those sales, but you're also the host as well on that class. And so we want to get that going right away. So your artist puts it into your class for you. Okay, it's your link, not the person that's going to do the presentation for you. So the other reason you want to hit on that link is because if you are like me and like Tracy and like Rachel, I don't know about Bev, but I'm going to guess, and you could control yourself at the beginning and you had to purchase immediately, and maybe some of you already have since Friday night, you want to purchase on this link, because if you purchase on your own link, not only are you getting the commissions back off of it, but you're getting the free product built up off of your class as well. And as you go into that welcome guide and you start to read everything off it, you're going to see you let that class build so you get to the high level of the 20% product credit back. And that is where you really truly capture so much free makeup. Your mind will be blown that when Stephanie's holding up all those eyeshadows earlier, that's how we collect them. Okay, so those are some of the first initial steps. Now, when we're going through it, when you first got started with us, you would have received an email. You might have gotten it Friday. You might have gotten it Saturday. And so your email, I'm going to just open it and show you what it looks like. Tracy, can I share the screen? Do I have the permission to share it?
For a co-host, but let me make you a host.
I can do it. I can do it. It's going to let me.
Okay.
Okay, can you see this? Can you see this, Trace?
Yep.
Okay, so you would have gotten this email from your artist 6. If you didn't get this email, please inbox me and I will make sure that you've gotten it from your artist 6. So in this email, we have 2 documents. One is your Saint guide and one is your new artist checklist. Okay, and so why did we put this in here? We put it in here because we wanted you to not go to 20 different places. We wanted everything to be in one spot for you. So ideally you can open that welcome email, you can hit click on the welcome guide, and then you can also go and hit click on the checklist and print that. And those are your hubs that you immediately need to go to. Okay, so if we're looking at the checklist,
Okay.
I'm gonna open it. Oh, we gotta mute Trace.
I made you a host, so I can't now. Can you make me a co-host?
No, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. There's just nobody's gonna hear properly if we have everything unmuted. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So let's go back here and share. And I'm just going to show you really quickly what your checklist looks like. If you haven't printed it, then you're going to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's our new artist checklist. So if you're working with this, you're going to see join the Facebook and Telegram chats that are in the welcome guide. So joining the Facebook and Telegram chats. Now, this is an interesting topic, and this is a hot topic in the last 2 weeks in our team. I'm going to strongly encourage you to just join those ones for now. I know probably in the last 48 hours, you've seen a ton of groups out there, and we get a little trigger happy and we feel like we need to know and be in all the things immediately. And the problem with being in all the things is that your Facebook feed becomes all the things, and you can't actually see anything anymore because you don't know which team you're on, you don't know which group you're in, and what is relevant. So for now, I would encourage you to just stay in your lane and stay in those groups that we have. And later you're going to find more groups and expand, but to keep yourself from that overwhelmed word, just stay there for now. And you can do what you want, but it's just a word to the wise, because this is what we've been hearing nonstop, is that people are feeling, oh, there's too much going on. And so if you were feeling like all you've been seeing is that Meet Saint group where you got really excited about everything and hopped onto our team, but if you're still just seeing that nonstop, maybe you want to leave that group for now. And then you can come back the next time we do a big event in that group if that's all you're seeing, okay? That's not a bad thing. So this checklist, it goes through everything I was just talking about, and you're gonna see as you go through. The one thing I did want to point out before I get Tracy to talk to you about Jotform, which isn't in here, it's in our Facebook page, is this section here, setting your goals. Everybody decided to join Saint for something different. Some people decide that they just want free makeup, and that's cool. Some people decide that they want to be part of a girl gang, and literally that's why we called our team the Girl Gang. Some women are looking for that, for some fun, for some socialization, for just a little bit of an outlet, and that you can find that here. Some women are looking for some money, and most of us are on a different scale, and so it's a good thing to kind of take a look at. And maybe if you haven't thought about it yet, take a look at it and say, what would I do with an extra $100 a month, or $500 a month, or $1,000 a month, or maybe even, and it seems crazy, $10,000 extra a month? What could that do? And think about it and write it down, so then you can kind of decide what do I have to do to get there? And so when you're speaking with the person that brought you into the business, they can help you. So if your goal is to make $1,000 a month, they can tell you, this is what you have to do. You have to sell X to get X. Okay. So I encourage you to write down and kind of think about some goals, and put that in. As we go down, you're going to see we've got a bunch of videos linked that you're going to be able to use. And we even have some verbiage on this worksheet checklist for you to brainstorm, to create your list, and how to approach your people that you're getting into your launch class and telling them about this awesome business that you have going. So this is one you want to print. If you haven't immediately, put it on your desk, put it on your fridge, so you can start to go and work on that. So I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to let Tracy talk to you about a system that we didn't use originally when we got here, but we've developed into using it, and why she loves Jotform so much. So Tracy, do you want to take it away? You're muted.
She silenced me. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, so yeah, Jotform is definitely something that we didn't use it in the beginning. And then we kind of found it and we were like, what? This is amazing. So number one, why would you use Jotform? Well, what was happening is I was getting Facebook messages, text messages, emails, like I didn't know where to look. And if you have multiple classes going on at the same time, then you're like replying, whose class are you a part of? So when I tell you what's on the Jotform, this will make a lot of sense. This actually, on your Jotform, you can put visuals of how exactly they take the pictures. And, standing in front of the window, facing the window, which, guys, is so important. If you get a picture and they're not facing the window, ask them to redo it. And if they give you a hard time, say, listen, I can get your colors wrong, or I can get them right. If we redo this, I'm going to get them right, and this will be really good. But the form walks them through exactly how to do it. Okay. So the big thing with the Jot form is it keeps it in a spreadsheet and it organizes it. So you can keep going back if you need to, but it's the questions. Okay. And you don't have to reinvent this wheel, you guys. We did the work and we built the Jot form out, and there are in the Girl Gang under announcements, how to clone a Jot form is one of the announcements. Okay. And so the form you'd be cloning is the one that I created. So let's start with your name. And I built this off of other forms that I found. I shouldn't say I created it, but this is kind of what I've put together. So start with your name. If you're taking part in a class, what is the name of your host? And if not, did anyone refer you? Because I like to thank my referrals, okay? And that's really helpful because it tells you which class they're a part of. What is your cell phone number, okay? Because then you can get them right onto text. Are you already using Saint or are you new? This is a very important question, okay? We really need to qualify if people are already using Saint. And here's the thing. I shop at Shoppers Drug Mart. I don't always shop at the same one. Some of our customers are going to shop amongst us, and that is okay. They can shop in a host party and use someone else's link. And what happens, and I'll just take a moment to explain this. If one of Desiree's people comes to one of my parties, okay, what happens is that customer is anchored to Desiree. They're like, she's their home base. But if they use my party link, okay, or one of my hosts' party links, I get the commission and I get the commissionable sales volume. Okay. But their order history goes back into the account that they have with Desiree. Okay. So it's amazing because your customers are your customers for life, but it doesn't mean that they can only shop with you. Okay. Like I said, they can work, especially if you live in and amongst communities. Then, are you already using Saint or are you new? This is kind of an important question to know. What is your email address? Okay. Because to me, this is going to give you several ways to communicate with them in which way is best for you. Upload your selfie below, and then it tells them exactly what to do and how to do it. Face the window 3 feet away, no makeup, look straight, show me your neck. Okay. Tell me about your skin. So like the one I'm looking at, she's got under eye circles. Is your wish list growing? Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to earn rewards by sharing Saint with some friends? That's, in other words, do you want to have a class? Most people will say at least, maybe later, okay? If you end up, this is the key, okay, right here, listen to this. If you end up loving this makeup, which I'm sure you will, are you interested in hearing about how you can get paid and earn free product by sharing it with friends as a Saint beauty artist, no strings attached? Do you know how many people say yes or maybe later on that don't even know? So for me, I'm not good with like just going to people randomly, okay? But this is what I call an open door, okay? That makes them a warm lead. Do you prefer a natural or a glam look? Do you need setting up your cart? This is the other kicker and probably the most powerful part of my business. Yes, create my cart please is one option. No, I'm good to create my own cart is the second option. If you clicked yes to help setting up a cart, please click off your budget amount. And then I've got 4 amounts, 80 to 100, 100 to 200, 300 to 400, 400 plus. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Because if someone gives me a $200 budget, when I build out their cart is $201. Like it is like the high end of that budget, even though it said 1 to 2. And I tell them, you can take it away. This is just your starting point. And then I ask for their address, which is what the last piece of info you need in order to create their cart. Guys, this form alone makes your job doing customer service 10 times easier because you already know who your warm booking leads are. You already know who your warm recruiting leads are. And when it comes down to it, you know, I personally prefer to set up a cart for people now. There's a video in the Girl Gang that I did that shows you exactly how to do it. And you guys, it's a game changer. You literally do it all. You send them the link to their cart with their login info. They log in, they see their cart, they put in their credit card, send it, and it's gone. It's that simple. It's life changing because you know, and you should always have a conversation with them around it, but it's a game changer. So that is, you know, and the Jot form information on how to clone it is in the Girl Gang. You definitely want to put your own picture or a picture, even if it's just Saint makeup, and you want to put your own welcome. And if you want to change these questions, you guys, guess what? It's your business. You can change these questions. And it takes a bit. I'm going to recommend if you're going to edit the Jot form, do it on a computer. It's a little bit easier. And just go in there and have some fun and kind of put your own little spin on it. And it will be very beneficial to you, I promise. And oh, one more thing. If you clone your form, send it to your sponsor and ask them to fill it out so you can make sure that number one, it comes to you, because I actually just got a color match for someone on my team, if you can believe it. So someone has cloned my form and somehow it came to me. So double check it before you start sending it to your customers. Double check that it actually is going to you. Okay.
So the other thing that I would just add to this is that, so if you don't know what a Jot form is, or like the purpose of it, is that, so the Jot forms, you can have them in your beauty group as like an announcement that people would click on. So if they were, you know, following along on your page, they click on it, so then they'll get color matched and they answer the questions. If you're building your business through classes, we drop it into the classes, so then they can click the link, get color matched, answer the questions. And if you're building strictly on a social media way, it's great that way, because then you're able to, again, get those people in and channeled. And I think the most important thing that I learned, and really, I saw things shift, was those two questions, like Tracy said. And I haven't even added that third part about their budget, but I'm going to add that to mine, because I think that's huge. But it's already asking them if they want to do that class in the business. And it's like, you know, it's just carrying your business forward instantly. So that's where the purpose of like the Jot form, and like where you would actually start to place them. And if you have, Kim, I've tried and not been. Oh, okay. The Jot form. Perfect. Okay. I won't read all that. Everybody can read it. Yeah, the Jot form is perfect. So the other thing, Trace, did you want to just touch on our color matching group really quick?
Yeah. So again, a lot of you are sitting here going like, how am I going to learn to color match? And just remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. We all felt the same level of massive overwhelm that you guys are feeling. And so what we decided as a leadership team was to create a Facebook group that allowed everyone to go in. And Rachel Moore did an absolutely amazing, very simple tutorial that explains exactly how you do a color match. Okay. And it is pinned in an announcement on the color match page. And I do recommend all of you look at the link that is on the artist checklist and get yourselves into that color match group immediately, so that you can just start watching. Just be a fly on the wall, because you're going to be able to just watch and see, like, look at the picture. And before you look at the answers, go, well, this is what I would do. And here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell a funny story right now. And Jackie Sparks Arnold is on here. And we had one heck of a laugh today. I've had one heck of a day. But I'll tell you, this girl, we had a funny story. So she messages me and she says, Tracy, I can't find my main highlight angel anywhere. And I'm like, angel? I said, Jackie, that's not your main highlight. That's your illuminator. And she said, no, that's my main highlight. That and moonlit. I'm like, and I go back because I'm like, oh, what have I done? And I look at her picture and I'm like, oh, she's crushing the crap out of this look. I mean, whatever she's doing, it's working, because she'd send me her after picture. I mean, guys, don't overthink it. She used an illuminator all over her entire face and crushed it, okay? And so when it got, right, guys, like seriously, I was dying. I was gonna put it in the chat, but this was in the midst of my other chaos today. And this is where it's so important to understand. This is not brain surgery. You're not removing anyone's kidney, okay? You wanna get it right. If they send you a picture and it is, you look at it and you just know it's not right. And I'm just gonna implore one thing, please, if you get a bad picture, we're going to ask you for another one if you post it. So if you see the windows behind them and you post it in the color match group, we're going to say, can you get a new picture? So let's just, as soon as you see the window is in the wrong spot, just message them back and say, listen, girl. And it's all how you say it. It's like, listen, I don't want to be a pain, but I do want to get your colors right. So if you can just turn your little self around and face that window and send me another picture, then we're going to actually get this right the first time. Okay. But the bottom line is I can wear anything from moonlit to sandy on my face in any combination. So do not overthink this. This is not rocket science. This is makeup. And the average person, yeah, there's some people where you've got to just like really zone in, but like don't overthink it and just embrace the learning and know that you're going to get better. I'm seeing it every day in the color match group. So go to the announcement post and watch Rachelle's little tutorial. Okay. And just take the time to watch and just observe, and maybe even, you know, don't like ask 30 people if you can practice on them and start posting them in there, because like we don't want to blow the thread up with people who aren't actually going to buy Saint. But you can 100% start playing with people's pictures and maybe like post one and say, okay, I'm practicing this, and always, always, always start with, I think this is what the main highlight should be. This is what the brightener highlight should be. This is what the contour should be, and give your idea of what it should be. My team knows if they put a picture up there and they don't put their suggestions, my first comment is, well, Rachelle, what do you think, when I'm replying? Because I'm not like you, you're not going to learn if we just tell you, right? You're going to learn by guessing and figuring it out. And the last thing I'm going to tell you about the color match group, and I hear it all the time, people say, but there's so many opinions. Well, guys, everyone has a belly button and every single one is different. We all have an opinion. Everybody sees it differently. There's no right or wrong answer. You, as an artist, this is the good news. It's your business. Ultimately, you're making the final decision. If you hear from Bev Boone one thing and Desiree Schmidt says another thing, neither of them are right or wrong. It's like they're both right. Okay. And so you go with your gut, but don't get overwhelmed by it. Certainly don't get offended if someone comes and counteracts what you've said. It's not offense. They see it different. That's all. And we all have a different lens, right? So I think that's it. Des, anything else?
No, that's
Can I hop in just for 1 second? Because I know that this whole asking people for pictures, you always feel guilty, it seems. But you know, one thing I found a great response is, I'm so excited you're part of this class, and I want to get you the most precise color match that I can. Can I ask you to? And I find if you start it that way, they're never offended then. And if you guys, I also, oops, did I leave? Oh, there. Can you still? And I also find that there's a video I made showing when I went and stood in front of a window and when I was sideways to the window, and even just for your own knowledge, you'll see how different their skin looks. And then you don't feel so guilty once you feel like you understand more. So I just wanted to add that in. Great job, both of you.
That's awesome.
No, thank you. That, if you've never met her, and you will, is our beautiful Rachelle Moore, also an Artist 6. So yeah, you know, ultimately, everybody, we wanted to hop on this call tonight to go over and cover some basics, and definitely pop into the color match group and be that fly on the wall. And you're going to notice once you start to get your launch off and those color matches coming in, that it starts to learn. And you know what, the more that you play with it, the easier it gets. When you start to play with the product on your girlfriend's skin, when the restrictions lift in your area, you'll know just how easy it is to match people. So we wanted to just tonight, like I said, cover basics and just a little bit of how-tos of where to start. So before I go into and just celebrate some people on our team call at the end here, we also have 2 other things that you can kind of take a look at right now. One of them, if you're looking for, oh my gosh, I need makeup tutorials and how-tos immediately, our team did an event called Jingle All the Way. It's a Facebook group. In there is probably there was 5 from that event and maybe 5 or 7 from the other event. So there's probably at least a dozen tutorials, from hacks to hooded eye looks to glam eye looks to cheetah hacks to lip kits, all sorts of things. So if you want to just kind of watch videos and learn about them, and you can practice along with them, it's called Jingle All the Way. It's an event that you'll be able to find. We also have an event this Thursday. It was going to be Wednesday. Kate Twigg, one of our leaders along the way, she decided to change it because of the US inauguration. They figure people are going to be watching videos of it repeatedly. So I'm not sure, but the date has changed to the Thursday. And so if you want to watch in that event, you can. If you wanted to have some customers or some girlfriends watch tutorials, you can as well. Okay. I know a lot of people are doing their launch, and then if they have girlfriends that, want to see a hooded eye look or whatever, they can add it. So it is another tool. Not to replace the launch, just to assist alongside getting you off to the best start possible here at Saint. So if you have other questions, please feel free to, pop them off to us, and we're here to help you with anything you can't find. We know where it is. We've got lots of files that I have not shown you right now, and I'm not going to, because we just want to start here, and you will find them along the way. Okay. So we always end up our team calls with some recognition. And if you have gone through that welcome guide, you're going to notice there's a couple different recognition programs at Saint. And one of them, Rachel, can you pop back on the camera? Is she still here? Unmute. You got to unmute, girl.
I'm here.
Can you
want
show
me
me?
to
I'm not wearing mine.
Yeah. Yes. So this one, what one is this? Is this artist 5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
artist 5.
And then this is artist 6.
No, first vice
Right.
versa.
Vice
The
versa.
circle's 5.
This
Circle's
is 5 and this is 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really pretty together. So I love wearing them as layering pieces.
So there's actually 4 pieces in this set. They're rose gold. One of them is a ring. The other one that Rachel still has coming to her, which I believe was for artist 4, is like a short choker that also goes with the stack. So that's one recognition program you're going to see. And then we have a fun one too. It's a Girl Gang recognition, and they are pins that you can earn to wear them on your jackets, wear them on your bags. Your daughters will steal them as well. Rachel's and mine have, but they're adorable little pins. I'm not wearing one right now, but you'll see them, and a lot of people would have earned a ton of them on Friday. So we have that recognition program as well. And just stay tuned, because we actually do a lot of fun little contests and things like that on top of it, just to have some fun and pay back to you all. But some people promoted to some of the different artist levels in our comp program. So artist 2, we have 3 incredible ladies that have promoted to this. And I think they're all on Sandy Mountain Toner's team, I believe. So we have Savannah Davidson. Congratulations. We have Katie Price. I can't even read my own writing. Oops. And we have Candace Emily, also artist 2. So congratulations, ladies. And I think some of these ladies just started. There's people that are flying through the ranks immediately. And then we have artist 3. We have Becky Biggers. Congratulations, Becky. I know you've been working so hard. And then we have Chelsea James as well, who's just pushing it. So good job, ladies. And we are only kind of halfway through the month. I know we have some huge weeks ahead of us the next 2 weeks. So there's going to be a lot more people we're adding to this list. So congratulations to you all, and a huge congratulations to all of you that decided to join Saint. We are thrilled to have you here, and we will see you here next Monday night. We are here every Monday night, same time, same link as well. So feel free to save them, and we'll talk soon. Have a great night, guys.